Richard McAllister.
Good evening.
Back.
Yes.
Now, I've had to sit back and watch this. You're torturing me with all these wonderful, wonderful things that we're going to eat tonight. But we're here for a reason. Our show's an educational show, and I get a lot of questions about what is this, what is that, how'd you do this, how'd you do that, why'd you do this, why'd you do that? So it's our job to say, when somebody asks, to do our best to find somebody
Sure.
to answer questions. And here recently, why grass-fed beef? Why are you worried about, hormones? Why are you worried about this, that, or the other? Let's talk about grass-fed beef.
What we've got tonight is top sirloin from grass-fed
You
beef.
like top sirloin.
I love top
Is
sirloin.
that your favorite cut?
It's my favorite cut from the animal. Really good flavor, very tender, affordable.
Mm-hmm.
It, the ribeye and the tenderloin are the favored cuts.
But they're missing out by not trying
I
this.
think so, because I think this is as tender as and more flavor.
And this is a good time right now to talk about, if you're wondering where this cut came from, we just happen to have done a video not too long ago. If you missed this is well worth your while to take a look and see where each particular cut comes from.
Yep.
I've heard more than one person here recently say this is their favorite cut. Okay, back to the grass-fed.
You know, in Kentucky, we have a incredibly renewable resource, an incredible renewable resource, which is our grass.
Mm-hmm.
Sun, rain, we had them both today. The grass is growing. Cattle are herbivores.
Back before we started
Cellulose.
messing with them, they weren't eating grain.
Right. Now, that doesn't mean that their system can't cope with a wee bit of grain, but maybe not quite as much as some of the feeding that's going on. The farmers that supply us in our area in Kentucky are producing a wonderful grass-fed product. It's antibiotic-free, hormone, apart from their own, obviously, and steroid-free.
Can't help that.
Right, product.
Right.
It's a wee bit more lean than what people traditionally have become accustomed to in the supermarket. Not all of the cuts are more lean though. It's just that some particular cuts are, particularly the ribeye and the strip, a little bit leaner. Wonderful flavor. We hang meat for 14 days. It gives us a wee bit of tenderness. Flavor is enhanced, a little stronger.
That is the great thing about our local movement today.
Yeah.
You know where your stuff comes
Yep.
from. Is that not lovely?
It's awesome.
It's
I mean,
wonderful.
You can get it at the farmer's market. You can buy it at the mainstream grocery stores now.
And know where it comes from. Know
That's
your
right.
farmer by name.
That's
nice.
That's an important
Now,
factor.
okay,
Mhm.
educational part is over.
Now you need to taste it.
I cannot keep
All
smelling
right.
this, but let's first of all,
Okay.
tell us what you did here.
Okay, so a couple of petite sirloin steaks. We first of all, heavy salt and pepper. We put a wee bit of thyme, grated some garlic, and put a wee bit of oil, and just left it to sit for an hour, just for the flavors to get happy. And then the oil helps sizzle it a little bit when it goes on the grill. Flavors are in there. We've got a chimichurri, traditional South American herb, chopped herb and red wine vinegar, and red pepper flake. We've got not a terribly traditional steak sauce. It's got a wee bit of different stuff in it, sort of a la Bobby Flay. So it's got some chipotle in it and some other.
Is this a secret recipe?
No, you get it on his Misa grill.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, we modified it a wee bit, but it's very interesting. Honey and I think we use maple syrup instead.
You can find
and
anything
horseradish.
on the internet.
And then these are just our skillet fried new potatoes.
Those are not just skillet fried
A wee bit of
potatoes.
lard.
You put some lard in here, you boil them ahead of time,
Yep.
you smashed them down in there.
Salt and pepper, oregano, and potatoes. Are you ready to have a wee sliver?
I'm ready for a
Okay.
few wee slivers,
Okay.
maybe several wee slivers.
Let's see what this looks like in there. So we'll start by
beautiful.
going across it.
Now, do you think that most Americans overcook their beef?
I think that tends to be a problem, and that's what people have issue with grass-fed.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of things. I think that a grass-fed, when the meat is aged for too long, the fat tends to get a fairly strong flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do you mind if I do
Oh, please.
just a little bit of that juice? There we go. So, do you want me to put a wee bit of the sauces
Yes,
on
please.
just a
Let's
couple
try
pieces
some
there, and
different
then
stuff here.
so
Killing me.
then you can try one on its own, one with chimichurri, one without. See what you think. We'll put a wee bit of salt on this one. Tender enough?
It was beautiful.
I love the chimichurri. That's our grass-fed beef that we like to play with on the grill. The key, again, for me, is to let it sit and rest for a little bit after it comes off that grill.
But how do you convince somebody who says, I can't eat that, I see red, or I see blood, or I see...
But it's a solid muscle group. There's no harm in, and you're searing all around the whole exterior of it. There's nothing in there that's going to do you any damage. Not a ground product. Now that's a different thing. The whole muscle group.
Now I noticed Wyatt in the background. He's busy as a bee, running around here, running around there, taking all these ingredients. What's he making for us tonight? He's got
a skirt steak as well that we've got for some little tacos, and then we've also got some jambalaya in a Dutch oven, which again, the crust you get with the rice.
Now what do you call this fancy grill back here that you've got? Is that kind of a South American?
It is. It's inspired by the Argentinians and the Uruguayans, I guess, where you have a main area where you burn your coals, burn your wood, your coals drop through, and you move your coals to whatever cooking area, whether it's a grill or the Dutch ovens, or we've got a yakitori style grill, which is the Japanese style.
So we're doing a cowboy cooking segment. Where's your hat?
Man,
you forgot your hat.
Put it in the truck. It's not a cowboy hat though.
Next time we do Dutch oven, you got to wear a cowboy hat.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure.
It's always fun.
As always. Yeah. Cheers.
Wyatt, you have been scurrying around here, preparing stuff. I was standing over here, literally drooling. Some of the stuff you were doing. Now, okay, this is like a cowboy cooking segment on steroids.
Oh yeah.
And you have to learn. It takes a while to learn how much to put around the bottom and that, so you don't burn.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's not, it's not a microwave where you just hit the buttons, or a burner where you just turn the knob.
But
it takes some patience.
It does, and you learn that. But anything that you can cook in your oven at the house, you can do in this.
Oh, easy.
It's a temperature deal.
You can
Plain
bake
and
bread,
simple.
you can do anything.
What did you make tonight?
It's a jambalaya. Yeah, just one pot, a little bit of everything. Started out rendering some smoked andouille.
Gotcha.
Got that fat rendered, got the casings crispy, pulled that out. Took some bone-in chicken thighs. It's chicken season.
Thighs are the only way to go, right?
Oh yeah, I don't know why, people don't buy more of them.
I don't either. That's all we
chicken
use.
breast crowd, but I mean thighs, that's all the flavor. Browned the skin on those, remove that. So we got all the rendered fat from the sausage. The chicken skin's all crispy, you get some of that in there. And then threw some bay leaves in just to fry those a little bit, get that flavor imparted early. Started out with onions, a little bit of that, got those coated, let those fry, let the coals, let the vessel heat back up, dump everything in there, it gets cold, you're not developing any flavors that way. So once those got a little bit of color, added some celery, same process there, and then bell pepper. So what we did was the Trinity, big down, jambalaya, it's Creole cuisine, that kind of thing. So got those all stirred together, threw some sprigs of fresh thyme in there, a little bit more olive oil if you need it just to get them coated, because you have to fry it, you got to develop the flavors. Then we added the rice.
How much rice?
Oh, about 3 cups of rice for this size vessel. And got it coated in all the fat, got it fried, got it toasted, really started developing those flavors of the rice itself. Then we hit it with some Argentinian wine, some white wine we did to deglaze. And just a nice coat of it, probably about a cup and a half. Just coat the bottom of the whatever you're cooking in. Stir that up, let all that wine soak into the rice. And then we added some smoked pork stock.
It gets better and better.
Oh yeah, every chance,
How do I do this? How do I survive this?
I don't know. It's tough. It
Somebody's
must be real tough. You're like so distraught.
I'm out of my mind.
Yeah.
I'll probably be okay though.
Yeah, I believe in you. Yeah.
So then what? Then what?
Oh, stir it all together. Smoked pork stock tastes a lot better than water. Tastes better than anything you're gonna get at the store. Put the chicken thighs back in there and the sausage as well. Kind of got that stirred together underneath the liquid. Put the lid on top, coals on the top to get the heat all over. Just go do something else. Walk away.
How long?
45 minutes.
That's all?
Yeah. So the rice absorbs all the flavor, all the liquid, the flavors, gets a nice crust from the coals. That permeates throughout the whole dish. And then...
You love your job, don't you?
Yeah.
I can tell you do.
It's fun.
Now, I also saw you taking some When you say garlic bread, you typically think about somebody pouring butter and just put some
Oh yeah,
garlic salt.
people butter, garlic, and margarine.
How do you do garlic bread?
On the fire.
On the
Why
fire?
not? You know, if it's going.
It's there.
Yeah, it's there. It's going. You can cook anything on it. So took a nice rustic French-style loaf, a little drizzle of olive oil, got some char on it, then just rubbed it with a garlic clove.
Really?
That's all you need.
That's garlic bread.
Oh, that's garlic
All
bread.
right, we got to peek at this. I can't. Hey, wait. Let me see that.
Yeah?
You know what I could do with that?
I don't know. It's not quite October yet, is it?
I don't need, I'm talking about when I catch a fish, I don't need it. Could you help me?
Yeah.
Get some duct tape?
Yeah, I always got duct tape around.
I like that.
Yeah, I got duct tape in the trunk right now.
All right, back to the, oh,
Yeah, not
my,
just yet.
look at that. That's a work of art right there.
So you can see the crust that developed along the outside.
Oh.
And all the sausage brown throughout.
Oh.
Chicken thighs.
That is a work of art.
Yeah, it's great. You want to give it a shot?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I probably should.
All right, let's make sure you get some of the crust from the side here.
Oh man.
This same procedure could be applied to any combination of ingredients. You know,
Now obviously you don't have to have this fancy schmancy grill we got behind us. You can do this on your Dutch oven with briquettes in your backyard.
Yeah, definitely could do that.
Oh, look at that sausage.
What you get from the short grain rice is a good amount of starch, good flavor there. It helps kind of keep everything nice and tight. So.
Oh man. Can I?
Oh, please. I insist.
Look at this. Oh, look at that just breaking apart.
Falls right apart.
Look at that. I'm gonna try to get a little bit of everything on my fork. It's gonna be hot, right?
Yeah, a little warm.
Oh, warm.
It is a little warm.
Oh, warm. Skin on the roof of your mouth is overrated.
Yeah.
What do you really need it for?
It's
When you're hungry.
yeah. Just get in there.
I knew better, but I couldn't stand it. You could not put that in front of me and make me not eat it. That was just mean. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Sun's still up.
Yeah.
Grill's still hot.
Oh yeah, you can all day long.
What else you got?
Got some skirt steaks, do some tacos. If you have the time.
Probably got the time, and I'll probably save just a little bit of space for that. Let's do that, but first let me take a couple more bites here. So Wyatt, what's my next torture? The horror, the things you're doing to me. What's the next step?
Tacos. The inevitable off of a grill. You gotta have tacos.
Now let's talk about skirt steak. Where does it come from?
It's a flap meat, so it's kind of from the chest down on the beef, like a
again,
flank
take
steak.
a look at our video we did on the processing of the beef.
Yeah. It's just you only get a very small amount off of the animal, so usually we'll get tossed aside or ground.
Fairly
ground
inexpensive.
up. But yeah, it's always easy to find. We did a rub and let it sit for a while. It was very simple rub. It was cumin, smoked paprika, salt in equal parts.
That's it.
Like a third a cup of each.
I like simple stuff.
Just let it sit for a while. Let it just really soak into the meat. That salt will pull out some of the moisture, and then it'll reabsorb back into the steak too. So it'll bring all of that flavor right back into it. And then it cooks very quickly, very thin steak, just over hot coals. One turn, one flip, and you're there. Take it off, let it rest, and then we'll slice it up for some tacos. And on the side here, we did very simple slaw. Cilantro chopped up, some shredded cabbage, and we zested some lime and squeezed the juice into it as well. A little drizzle of honey, just to kind of sweeten it out. A little bit of salt, and just let that rest too.
And that's it.
Real quick and simple slaw, perfect summertime accompaniment to a taco. Now, some people's issues with a steak like this is they'll just go right at it. They'll just cut it. It's a long, very easy to just think, oh, I'll just cut it this way. But that's the muscles runs this way. So what you want to do is cut it into two pieces and then rotate it so you have the striations going this way. And you want to slice here to go against the grain. So just super thin slices.
That smells heavenly.
We took some flour tortillas, warm those up as well. So we'll just get.
I like where you're going,
here.
Wyatt.
Oh yeah, it's starting to come together.
I'm probably not gonna burn my mouth on this because this is fairly cool.
Yeah, you'll be fine. No
Look
burning there.
Look at that.
A little bit of slaw. Nice little
Nothing heavy there.
punch.
There's no.
Light and crisp. You could probably, I'd say you could probably eat about 10 of these if you tried hard.
Oh, I believe I probably could.
I'm
Even
probably
now,
5.
after all I've eaten.
Yeah. Yeah, very, very simple taco.
How about that?
Perfect for a cookout. Quick and easy. Not gonna have one
Immediately tasted that cilantro lemon.
Oh yeah, gives it a little pop. Brightens everything up. A little acidity, just brings it all forefront.
Then you start tasting the paprika. So I would recommend you do eat at least 5 of these.
We can do that.
Maybe 7.5.
I'm
We'll
already
split
halfway
the
there.
last one.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
You know what? Thank you so much
Yeah,
for showing us some new stuff.
no problem.
Cooking us some nice smoky flavored food.
Mm-hmm.
And I was starving, and I still am starving. So when we turn the cameras off,
We got tacos to
you
eat.
want to have a contest? So you can eat the most?
You're already a little bit ahead of me, so we got to start over.